What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of HermitPack on the HermitCraft server. Oh yeah, guys, so I was just over here in the same area where we kind of left off in the last episode where we were testing the different generators and stuff. Yeah, I was playing around with our sheep spawner. I was thinking, you know, I wanted to try these with the torturinos since we never did really try that out. So I was testing this a moment ago. Let me change this back. And we put this up to 400%, and we put this up to 400%. We do like a radius of 3x3 or 3 on this one, so it affects the spawner. It spawns these guys at a decent rate. Why did I not kill you in one hit? It spawns them at a decent rate, but not like really fast. I was kind of surprised. I was like, why is that? It seems like, you know, if you have 2 torturinos on there, it should be spawning them really quickly. Yeah, well, I mean, it does it all right, but definitely not as fast as it should be doing it. So anyways, it turns out if you right click on this and set the area to the 9x9 on both of these, you'll get this sheep spawning a heck of a lot faster. I was like, that's better. Now we can get these guys going a lot faster. So anyway, I was playing around with this a little bit, trying to see, you know, if we could get pink sheep to spawn just for no reason. I was just kind of bored doing things. But no, I was not able to get a single pink sheep to spawn. We got all the different white, gray, light gray ones, and black and brown, I think, are the only ones I was able to see from the spawner. But after I was doing this, I looked at my inventory. Let me go and get rid of these things. I looked at my inventory. I was like, oh my goodness, I have so much raw mutton now. Yeah, we got quite a lot of this stuff. That also got me thinking, since I was just about to eat my toast sandwich, you know, we should probably look at getting a better food source. The toast sandwich works pretty good. It's a light meal. It restores a decent amount of hunger and a decent amount of saturation, but there's better foods in the game. So I was looking, let's do uses on the mutton. So yeah, we can do a few different things with it. I saw that we can turn 1 mutton plus a pot into 3 stock, which is a light meal, which I think is the same exact thing as what we're doing right now. That's light meal, right? So we got lots of stacks of light meals going on. All we gotta do is just add the pot to it. Yeah. But beyond that, if we go back here and then we do the stock plus another raw mutton plus flour, which is just 1 piece of wheat in a mortar and pestle. Yep, pretty easy. Or you can do a potato, I guess. You can get yourself a meaty stew, which is a large meal, which is really, really good. That's like, I think the second to the best. I think feast or large feast might be the best, so it might be a third from the best, something like that. Anyway, that's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't take too long to kill those sheep and get all that mutton. And then with the mutton, yeah, you can just basically turn it into what I want. We also have our wheat farm out here, which we set up a while ago, so we might as well take some of our wheat over here and put this to use. I think that's probably going to be a good idea. So let's see. Let's go and turn this thing on. Active without signal. Yeah, they'll just go ahead and harvest everything. It'll give us like a stack or so of the wheat, which is fine. We can always get more if we put the torturino out here, but we don't particularly need to do that at the moment. So we needed, I think it's 1... No, it might be 3 stacks of wheat to 1 stack of, or 4 stacks of the raw mutton. So anyway, let's just go and grab some of these and we will make some of these different pieces. I also saw in this mod pack, we have a mod which I used before, I think in Agrarian Skies 2, which is called Cooking for Blockheads. I believe I saw that over at Jassassin's base, but I never really got around to checking it out. Jassassin's spawn base, that is. Let me put these torturinos away. We don't need those. So let's check out this mod as well. Cooking for Blockheads. So what this does is it adds in different things. You got like a fridge, an oven, a cooking table, a sink, and I think, yeah, kitchen counter. So it's a multi-block kitchen. Stores ingredients for recipes. So that's pretty nice. We can keep like our raw mutton and all of our other cooking stuff over there. I think this is what we want to use. So let's go ahead and make this item. So we need a furnace. I don't think we had one in here. It looks like we don't have the glass either. I'm not sure. Does that have to be dark glass, black stained glass? It might have to be. Go and do that, and we will make an oven. Cool. There we go. And then we need a fridge, which is a oak chest plus an iron door. I'm pretty sure we don't have one of those. You get 3 of those per craft, which is kind of nice. So there's a fridge, sink. So that is some, I don't know if those have to be green. No, any logs, water bucket, iron. Easy. We gotta take that bucket back. And then we will grab the kitchen counter, which is black hardened clay. I don't think we have that. Do we have clay? Yeah, we have some clay, so we need to do 8 of those at a time. Let's go ahead and make 4 more. I guess 5 more, that's fine. All right, we'll go and cook those up right here. That is the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's a macerator. Dang it. All right. Well, thankfully we had another clay block over here. Yeah, I get these machines confused. The EnderIO ones all kind of look the same. Anyway, let's go ahead and put that in there. We can cook up 3 of those at a time. Yeah, we'll get our hardened clay and then we can turn that into the black hardened clay. We did have the ink sacks, right? Yeah, okay. So we got those quite easily. There we go. There's 8 of these things. And wrap that around. There we go. Black hardened clay and our countertop. Nice. Okay. I don't know if we need this cooking table, but if we do need this, which we might as well just make it anyway. So we need the Cooking for Blockheads 2 book. So we need the Cooking for Blockheads 1 book, which is a Cooking for Blockheads No Filter edition, smelted, or a book, it looks like. Yeah, okay, so we just smelted book. We so happen to have one of those. That's not planned. Literally just had one in the system. All right, so Cooking for Blockheads. Let's open this book. Let's just see what this thing has to say. I'll turn this off too for the moment so we don't have to hear the buzzing. All right, so it says select an item on the right to see its recipe. Okay, so this is telling me all the different things that are in my inventory, I suppose, can be crafted into these different things, which is pretty cool. Sort by saturation, sort by hunger restored. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and turn that into the second tier book. I guess we'll just go ahead and open that back up again. So we wanted the Cooking for Blockheads 2, which is 2 crafting tables. Easy. And then diamonds, and then the book. There it is, Cooking for Blockheads 2. All right, let's turn it back off. So this just has a bigger inventory, I guess. I'm not sure what this is all about. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you can click on one of those and 3 wheat turns into bread, right? Cooked mutton. Or does this just tell you how to craft it? Oh, this is just telling you what's in your inventory and how you can craft it. I see. I thought this was actually going to craft it for me. So anyway, let's go ahead and make the final thing, which was the cooking table. There it is. I guess it does use the book and the recipe, which is fine. We don't really need to carry that around. So I did open up another room over here. We had this other area set up, and I didn't really know what to do, so I kind of walled it off, but now I just opened it up again. So we just got a small little spot back here. I think this is going to make a perfect spot to put in like our oven multi-block different things. So we can put that in here. I don't know if these things have to be touching. So we got a kitchen sink there, a cooking table, and a kitchen counter. Like, do you need all of these together in order for this to work? I've used this before, but I don't really remember everything that you need to do for this. So about this, okay, so we need all of the different Pam's Harvest Craft things. We might need the kitchen counter touching as well. Let me try removing this. And just put it down here and check it out. Kitchen counter, I guess that's just additional storage? I guess so. Okay, let me go ahead and make the bakeware, the pot, the skillet, and the pan, I guess. Let me go ahead and make those up, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. Well, I went in and moved these forward a little bit. I might end up moving this wall forward, too, just so it looks a little bit better. But I also made a tool rack, which is holding a mixing bowl. And then we got all of the 4 different things, the skillet, saucepan, pot, and bakeware. Yeah, we got all these from Pam's Harvest Craft right in there, which is pretty cool. If you open up the oven, you can have an interface, and I think you can cook 9 things at a time, or is it 3 at a time? I can't remember how this all works, but it's kind of cool. It's got the little animations for that, animations for the fridge. I don't think these have animations. Oh, that one does. The kitchen counter does. Is there anything we can store in here? Yeah, we can store stuff in there. You can actually see it inside when you open it up, which is pretty neat. And then there is a sink at the end, which isn't particularly useful, but you can use this to refill your bucket of water, I believe. So that's kind of nice. I do like that. Okay, so we have all of these different parts set up. So if we go to the cooking table, we can now see the same thing like we saw in the book, right? So I believe if we just right click on this, yeah, we're actually cooking it now. It's making it because it has access to the pot in the multi-block structure. Looks like shift right click on that, or shift left click crafts them all, which might have been more than what I wanted, which is fine. That's fine. So let's put those in the fridge. Okay, so we come back over here, and now it's not showing the thing that I wanted. Let's take a look. Oh, you know what? We need to make the flour, right? So we'll shift right click or shift left click on this a few times. We don't have the mortar and pestle. That's the one thing I am missing. Okay, so I guess we can put that on the tool rack as well. Let me go ahead and grab one of those. So mortar and pestle. Easy. Pretty sure that just works if you put it on the rack, like it will have access to that item. We'll find out here in a second. That can go right there. Yep, it's able to craft those now. I made a whole bunch of those. That's fine. And we'll put those over here in the fridge as well. I guess you could probably put those under the kitchen counter. That would make more sense. But whatever. I'm not trying to be super realistic here. So now we can make meaty stew, large meal. There we go. There's a stack of them. And is that better? I'm not sure. Maybe it's just got more saturation. Oh, you know what? I think if you hold shift over this, it'll say, so is that 8 saturation or 1.6 hunger? I'm not sure what that 1.6 is. This is 1.2. I'm not really sure what that means. Does that mean this does more saturation? Honestly, I'm not sure. Light meal versus large meal. I thought the large meal would be a lot better, but I guess it's not significantly better, but it is better. So you know what? I'm happy with it either way. So cooking with blockheads is a really cool mod. Yeah, you can keep a lot of your different food ingredients, especially if you're doing Pam's Harvest Craft for like complicated recipes all together. Yeah, and then all you gotta do is just click the recipe you want and it just makes it for you. So apparently we can make gravy too, which sounds pretty good. Salt. Oh, you know what? Does that make salt because of this, since there's no water? Is that just gonna make unlimited salt? Oh my goodness, that makes unlimited salt. Unlimited fresh water. Oh, that is so good. That's so good. I do like that. Okay, well, I'm probably just gonna end up deleting those items. Yeah, the salt comes from water in a pot, and I believe the fresh water is just water in a pot. I think just like that, or the pot. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, both of those just come from water, and since the sink has water, yeah, it's unlimited resource. That's really, really awesome. All right, guys, so as I was talking about briefly at the start of the episode, we looked at these generators last time. We were seeing how much power we could make off one blaze rod per, and it seemed like we were able to make a decent amount. 2 of these, yeah, did the 24,000. One of them did 48, and this one over here seemed to do 72,000, which is 3 times more than the base ones. Now, you guys were telling me in the comments that the Stirling Generator we can upgrade with an Octadic capacitor. I didn't try this yet. It says burn rate 133%, so it burns a third faster, I guess. All right. I made myself another, I guess I didn't make it. I was going to make myself another capacitor bank so we could set that up and then check that out. Let me go ahead and make one of those real quick. There it is. Okay. Capacitor bank made. I just made the redstone block instead of the actual capacitor. So anyway, this one makes 24,000. Let's go and get rid of that. We'll put a brand new one on top just so it's easier for us to see. Yeah, so that's got 0 of a million. I can do 1,000 in. All right, so we got one more blaze rod on it. So let's go ahead and put a blaze rod in here and just see what this thing is doing. So it does 80 RF per tick. Now, does it make the same amount of power or does it do more? I'm not sure. Oh, it has how long and how much more it's going to be able to make. Look at that. It can do over 100,000. Wow. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I wasn't sure, or I didn't know that the Stirling generators were that good when you put the Octadic in there. Now, I think there's also one more upgrade you can get for these things that you can only find in dungeons. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find those. It's like some kind of a card thing. Let's see if we can look that up real quick and see if we can find these in here. It might be one of the last items. Maybe not. Anyway, I know that there's like a card, a special dungeon only item that you can get for these things. I'm just not seeing it in here. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. I just don't know what to look for. Anyway, as far as being able to do this, yeah, this is better than this one over here. This one was doing 64 RF per tick, and we thought that was pretty good. We'd need like 12 and a half or 13 of these things in order to power a powered spawner. But yeah, if we're doing 80 RF per tick, we'd only need 10 of these things in order to keep our powered spawner going. I think that's pretty good. And then each one lasts for like a minute. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so this is almost done. We'll go ahead and just see what the total power was. 128,000 RF. That's not bad at all. So we'll need 10 of those things to power at 800 RF per tick this thing. I like it. I'll just see if we have the resources in order to make 9 more of these Octadic capacitors and 9 more of the generators themselves. Yeah, and we'll be able to get our spawner up and running. All right, guys. Well, I just went back to the deep dark. Yeah, we ran out of redstone making all of the different circuits or I guess all the different capacitors for the Octadic. Yeah, we have to make the basic ones and upgrade those to the double and upgrade those to the Octadic. So yeah, we ended up making 8 more of these Stirling generators. I still have the other one up there on the grass. We made 8 more of these, 8 Octadic capacitors. Yep. So we got all of these things hooked up. So I have the enhanced energy conduit on top. That's going to be running over and powering our spawner, our powered spawner, which is up here. I think we can see it if I hold one of these. Yeah, it goes right up to there. Cool. So the way this is working is our advanced item collector is going to be collecting all the drops from the blaze, right? This chest will act as a buffer. If anything else gets picked up, it goes to the chest. The chest can't sort it anywhere because we have filters on the 3 quantum storage units right here. So we're going to be pulling out of this chest, and that's going to be going in here on the green channel. And then the green channel for the insert, it's set to filter each one of these specific items, right? So we had to put in one of these basic item filters. Pretty easy. Insert, insert, insert. This one's actually set to in-out mode. So we want it to be inserting on the green, so anything that's coming from the blaze gets pulled from this chest into here, and then we're going to be extracting on the brown channel. We're switching colors just so we're not looping. It's not like trying to pull out and push into itself at the same time. I don't know if that's a thing, but anyway, we're just separating the colors since we can do that. So we set the channel to brown. We set this to always active, and we put it on round robin mode. So as soon as this gets blaze rods in it, I think it does 1 per all the way around, or maybe it will do, it'll fill up 1 and then go to the next one. I'm not really sure how that all works. Anyway, that's the way that's set up. So these are all filtered. This is the in out. These are just insert. Yeah. And then these all come over here. Then on the bottom side, they're set to insert on the brown channel. So that should just work. I haven't tried this yet, but it seems like it's a pretty straightforward thing. So we'll go ahead and hook this up. This needs to be set to extract, always active, green channel. Yep. And then we just need to connect it up over here. And then I'll have to polish this up and make this look a little bit nicer in a bit. Okay, so if I put the blaze rods in here, they should get pulled through. They should be going in here. Yeah, it looks like that is doing the round robin perfectly. So now we got the 800 RF per tick, since each one of these has a blaze rod in it. The question is, though, after the internal RF gets filled up and we start turning the power spawner on, are we going to be making enough blaze rods to support this? I guess we should find out. Since we're currently making 800 RF per tick, it should be enough to keep this thing going. So we'll go ahead and turn this thing on. Yeah, we'll start collecting those guys. Oh, I have my magnet on. That's bad. Gotta make sure I have my magnet turned off when we're around here. So that would have gone in there. We have a spot for the solidified experience. So yeah, we're gonna be collecting that, and then we have a spot for these nebulous hearts, or I guess the molten cores is what those are called. So yeah, as we spawn in the blaze, yep, all their items get sorted here. Blaze rods get filtered over into these things. Looks like that one has 7, 7, 7. And some of these have 3. I'm not really sure how this is all gonna work. I'm just hoping that this will keep up and we'll have enough blaze rods going to each one of these. I guess we'll find out in just a little bit how this thing works. I'll probably just AFK here for, I don't know, 30 minutes or something. See how this thing handles. I think it should be able to keep up. Since each one of those blaze rods lasts for over a minute, the spawn rate is faster than that. So I think we'll end up getting a surplus if we leave this thing running all of the time. But like I said, I'll AFK for a while. We'll see how everything handles, and we'll be back, guys. All right, guys. Well, I was watching the powered spawner go for a while. It seemed like it was going good, but slowly but surely, yeah, it started running low on power, and then it ran out of power, and then it stopped spawning blaze, and then we ran out of blaze rods and all the power. Yeah, unfortunately, the amount of blaze that we were getting out of the one powered spawner for 800 RF per tick, we can't keep up with that. There's just not enough blaze rods being dropped. Now, maybe if we were able to enchant these spikes with fortune like we were able to do in 1.7, maybe the fortune would be making enough blaze rods, but as it is right now, no, we can't do that. It's too bad, because I just made, like, what, 10 of the Stirling Generators and 10 octuple of the capacitors. Yeah. Turns out I only put down 8 of these in the last clip, I believe. I did make 2 more, so we had 10 of them, so we were making the full 800 RF per tick. But even still, yeah, it wasn't enough. Yeah, we just not making enough blaze rods, and we just ran out of power. It's not good. So I went to the nether. I made a couple of more of the moving wands. I went to the nether, found a brand new fortress, grabbed 2 of these, brought them back here, and you can see right there I have a torturino on there, and we're spawning these blaze fairly quickly. I mean, not super fast, but fairly quickly. So that one's just set to a 3x3 range, and it can do one block above and 1 block below. So yeah, it's covering both of those. This one over here we have set to like the maximum distance. because it's kind of dangerous getting in there. Those blades will hurt you. Yeah, anyway, this is all going to be temporary. I'll take these things down when I'm done with this. But currently, we're filling up our our generators over here. Yeah, they're all about the same right now, or at least they should be. So yeah, we're filling those up. We are collecting these molten cores. These are kind of cool, by the way. You can turn those into 3 magma creams. So we never really have to worry about fire resistance again. We can always get that and brew up the potions for those. So that's pretty cool. We are also collecting a decent amount of the experience too. So we have 233 plus a stack right here of that. But yeah, all of our blaze rods are slowly filtering into our Stirling generators over here, which aren't really being used at the moment. But yeah, they have enough where they filled up. They have 500,000 RF per. Maybe eventually we'll be able to run off this for something. I don't know. But for now, it's a failed project. I was really hoping that we'd be able to self-sustain it and maybe make a small little surplus of blaze rods over time. But no, it can't even keep itself going, unfortunately. So for the rest of today's video, I thought we'd take a look at some of these items that we've been collecting over the last few episodes. I just got a lava charm in the Nether Fortress that I found those 2 blaze spawners in. But yeah, we've collected a whole bunch of these other things. I thought we'd take a look at them. This one I just got and accidentally right-clicked on. I wasn't trying to, but this is an Ender Orb. This is in a Nether Fortress chest, and it says a reusable Ender Pearl, and it has like 2,000 uses, so you can right-click on this. Yeah, it just throws an Ender Pearl, which is pretty nice. Although we need the feather falling boots, otherwise we're going to kill ourselves with it. So we probably won't be getting too much use out of that, but that's a really neat item from Cyclic. I think Iskall was talking about he had one of those a while ago when we were doing the dragon fight. I've never seen it before. So yeah, that's kind of cool. We got the shovel kit from Forestry. I'm not really sure what this does. Is it put in the crafting grid or something? Uses. You can put a survivalist shovel with this to make this. Okay. I'm not really sure what this thing does. Yeah, you can't put it in the craft thing. Is this sort of like repair something? Let me just check the uses one more time. Or did I do recipe? I might have done Reveille. Or Reveille? Recipe. A stackable package that contains a bronze shovel. Use it in your hand to open. Oh! Right click. There it is. Okay. Survivalist shovel. Bronze shovel. Okay. That's something I don't think I've ever seen before. Don't think we're ever going to use it. We have an Ender Wing to teleport to World Spawn. Let's try this. Right click. Sure enough, World Spawn. Although I noticed it didn't put me in the center of the block. It put me like on the very, very corner of the block, which is kind of odd. All right. That does have uses. Looks like we can only use that 16 times. Although, since we're in an FTB pack, we can always do FTB spawn, and that warps us right to spawn in the center of the block. So I don't know if that's ever going to be useful or not, but I mean, I guess that's kind of cool if we didn't have the FTB utilities mod in our mod pack. It'd definitely be pretty cool. We have a few more other things that I wanted to check out, but yeah, we have like that lava charm I was talking about. I believe that gives you fire protection for a certain amount of time, and then it slowly recharges over time. So it's not like exceptionally great, but I guess it could be good in those times where you just need that fire protection and you're not ready with a potion or something. So we have Ender Lightning. This says a throwable lightning. Again, I don't know anything about this. It doesn't have, I don't know if it's a one-time use or multiple time use. Let's go outside and see if we can lightning something. It's raining. Let's just do it right here. Is that it? That's it. So it's a one-time use. It makes lightning. Okay. Not really sure if that's very useful. I mean, I guess we could make some charged creepers or charged creepers useful. We could turn pigs into zombie pigmen. Is that useful? I think you can turn villagers into witches, right? Is that a thing? That might be a thing. So we also got this wing charm, this parachute. I think we kind of saw that a little bit last episode. Yeah, when you fall from a high distance, it makes a really annoying sound. I believe it gives you protection from falling to your death, but we have the angel ring on us, which does that anyway. So corrupted course, this is one that I wanted to check out. This says, let you phase through walls for a few seconds. Now, I'm not sure, like, is that able to, like, toss through the wall? Like, let's eat one of these, see what this does. Okay, I can't do anything. I'm, like, in this block. What is this? Nausea and blindness. What is this even doing? What's the point of this? I can't. Okay, I can fly, but I'm not doing anything. I guess I gotta break the stair. Well, that's too bad. What the heck? So like I broke that stair and then like put me back over here. I'm not sure I understand what that thing is doing. Okay, well that's a thing that we tried anyway. We have this magic hood. I'm not sure what this does. It doesn't say anything on the description. If I put this on, do we get any effects? No, it's just a green hat. I'm sure this probably has something to do. I don't know. I don't know why they'd make a green hat and call it a magic hood. Maybe that's just a dyed and renamed leather cap or something. This one right here says piston scepter push. Okay, so this one I believe is like a piston. If I right click to do anything, push, shift right click, nothing. So if I do that, yeah, that moves an item one way or the other. Does that work on chests? Oh, it does work on chests. Okay, this is pretty cool. 5,000 uses. That's awesome. So if I go down, okay, it won't work down. Won't work. I guess it's got a limit. So we got a little bit of dirt in a row here. No, that won't work there. Whoa, okay. Pull, rotate. I'm left clicking, by the way. Push. Rotate, huh? Pull. Oh, that is so awesome. I like that a lot. Does that work on these things too? Oh, yeah. That is really, really good. This is going to be a great item. What is the recipe on this? If I, whoop, I pressed the wrong one. What is the recipe on this if I wanted to make more of these for later? Okay, so that's just a sticky piston, gas tiers, and blaze rods. That is so cheap for what that does. I like this item. That is really, really awesome. Okay, so anything else in here you want to take a look at? I guess the garden site that says harvest and replant large areas. So we could try that. We had the wheat outside. So if I harvest this, left click, right click. Wow, okay. That was really loud. The right click looks like that harvests all. I'm not sure if that actually replanted or not, since we have pans where you just right click on something and you don't ever have to replant. I don't know. That's pretty cool. I guess this would work on tall grass too. No, it does not. Nope, doesn't work on these. I guess this only works on wheat. Let's try over here one more time. And that only harvests the ones that are completely ready to be harvested. That's pretty awesome. I like that item. Yeah, these are really neat things that I've never seen before, so I am super excited to check out more of these kinds of things. Yeah, what's this one called? The piston scepter. That is really a good one. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Very pleased with that. But yeah, guys, I think we're going to go and wrap the episode up here for today. It was kind of an odd one. We finally got a blaze spawner of some kind going, although not quite what we wanted to do. But yeah, I mean, we got a way to get blaze rods, right? That's something. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.